good, guys? M.V.K here, back again. How's everybody doing? So once again, we are at the end of the month of February, and it is once again time for another Q&A. Second Q&A of the month. I do two Q&As in a month. Now it's one live, and then there's one what you see now, where I can kind of chill with the background and things like that. I can do a lot of editing and things like that, play around with it. So I posted a poll on the community page, on my community page as always, and I said, hey guys, new Q&A once again. It's once again time for the second Q&A of the month of February. Remember, 4 questions a pop. Yeah, guys, and I got some questions. And got about 16, so should not be a very long, but knowing me, I it probably will be a little longer because I usually try to go into detail of my answers. I gotta stop that. Your alpha needs to stop that. No. Anyway, we are gonna check out these questions. I see a lot of good questions. And more importantly, I got the one that shocked me the most, or really got me, is the 4 questions, well, the 3 from Blue Goblin. My bro. This guy has been a mentor to me. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been influenced to doing comic reviews myself. And yes, guys, they are coming back, just to let you guys know. So it's always a pleasure to see questions from Gabi, as always. And matter of fact, when I hit the button on my phone here, considered oldest first, we're gonna start with the oldest first, and it so happens to be Gabi's question first. Let's get to it. First question he asks is, have you watched Netflix Dracula? I've heard of it. Never watched it. I haven't watched it yet. Right now, I'm trying to watch at least, on Netflix, I try to watch at least 3 to 2 shows a pop. And I'll finish, then I'll add another one. I don't like to go overboard, because then one thing I did, you could say, yeah, well, forget about like trying to be like if you lost yourself, because Netflix keep track of what episodes you left off on. But I haven't watched it yet. I got friends that are saying you should watch Z Wars, you know, all these other shows right now. So yeah, I have seen it. I haven't seen it. It's on the list, but it's not much of a major priority, because as much as it's Dracula, I get it, but I'm a werewolf guy. I'm more of a werewolf guy. I'm a werewolf man, not a vampire guy. I'm more of a werewolf guy. What are 3 movies that you like but lots of people seem to hate? Ooh, that is a good question. Jurassic Park 3 is definitely one of them. The moment I started getting on the internet, I started seeing so much hate for Jurassic Park 3. I like the movie. I have no real problems with it. And you know, it was good to see Dr. Grant back in the Sam Neill. And the fact that he's going to be in the next Jurassic Park Dominion, I'm looking forward to it. So Jurassic Park 3 is definitely one. Van Helsing, Steven Sommers, Hugh Jackman, Van Helsing gets a lot of hate. You hate Kate Beckinsale, that gorgeous woman. She is if you follow her on Twitter, and not just Twitter, on Instagram, she's hilarious. Like, Kate Beckinsale is hilarious. She's still my choice for Spider-Woman. I want her in a superhero movie, and she is one of my choices for Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew. But yeah, man. So Jurassic Park 3, Van Helsing, and the other one, Idle Hands. Idle Hands. It's a comedy. which had Seth Green, Devon Saw, a young Jessica Alba when she was thick and really curvy, and she had. I'll stop. But and I forgot somebody else who was in it too. Damn it. Oh my God, I forgot. There's another actress, and it's on the tip of my tongue. Vivica Fox. There we go. She was in it. But it was a fun comedy. It was funny. It was like this dude's hand gets possessed, and it comes to life, and it takes over. He cuts it off, and it's like an evil thing, thing from Addams Family, and he's killing people, things like that. It was fun. I liked the movie. I love the movie. It was fun, but people seem to hate it. I don't know. Everybody I talk to hates it. Any predictions of or requests for Mortal Kombat 12? Well, the first thing is, how is the world going to look now after Liu Kang and Kitana change it? What changes it? I'm looking forward to seeing if there's going to be any changes. I really don't have any requests for like guest stars. Like if it's going to be guest stars, keep it to the Mortal Kombat alumni. For example, one thing better be Kenshi better be back in it. Fuck that bullshit about him dying. Fuck that. As well as his son better be back in it, and Kun Jin and maybe some new characters. But fuck that idea that Kenshi is dead. Fuck that. Fuck that. So no. Other than that, no big predictions. Thank you, Gabi, for the questions. Next on the Travis Tipton asks me, have you put has you? You gotta, I don't like to be a grammar hound, but you gotta proofread your stuff. Because it says, has you watched Show You? Okay. Have you watched Show You? What is that? I don't know what that is. Dan Didio, leaving DC. Yeah, he left DC. If you want to know my thoughts on it, okay. Look, I'm sure he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, but I have no love for him as much as I have any love for Fat Quesada. Okay, I don't. There've been a lot of things that could have happened with DC and Marvel, and that stupid bullshit rivalry, which has stopped a lot of writers from both camps from teaming up and doing crossover. Dan Didio has stopped a lot of possible crossover. One that comes to mind right off the bat, 2006, there was talks of another Batman Daredevil crossover. You know who stopped that? Him. I don't really care too much. I'm sorry for the people who lost their jobs. That I do, but him, I could care less. Like, okay. I haven't talked about it because I really didn't feel I needed to talk about it, and I need to drink some real quick. Don't worry, it's just tea. Number 3, because I still don't know what your first question is. Who's the best ghostwriter? Best ghostwriter. I'm have to say, personally, to me, this may be a little biased, but the one I practically grew up with, Dan Kench. Dan has been able to do some things that Johnny hasn't been able to do, or Robbie Reyes, because Robbie Reyes' powers don't come from the same source that Dan and his brother do. There was Alexandra, who's the female ghostwriter, but no, definitely Dan Kench, in my opinion. Next question on the list. Damn it, what up? Next question. Best NXT Portland match. I love the Finn and Johnny Gargano match. That was really good. So definitely that's definitely up there. The Finn Johnny Gargano match was great. I love that. I love that match. That was a good match. And just see Finn kind of be more relaxed and more like himself, and being able to work the way he's working now, than he was when he was on SmackDown and Raw. It's fine. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Him being able to mix his Prince Devitt into it is great. And with it seems like the Imperium wants to start some shit with him. I'm all down for a Finn and Walter match. And who knows, Finn may take that belt from Walter. It's about time that he does lose it. I'm all for that. It's not like, oh, that's stupid. Finn he's still a part of Europe. He's a native European. So why not? Next up, Dark Primus. What are your thoughts on the new Mulan film getting a PG-13 rating? Fine. I mean, you can't sugarcoat war, okay? Yeah, it's Disney, but you can't sugarcoat that. Sorry, so I'm cool with it. Swig of iced tea for Mulan. There you go. Cool. Have you watched X-Men Dark Phoenix? No, don't care to. After I read the synopsis, I was like, yeah, I'm not even bothering and watching it, period. I don't care for anything now done with Fox and X-Men. There are some things I do, but X-Men wise, don't care. I'll watch Days of Future Past, great. I watch the Wolverine. I'll watch Logan. I'll watch X-Men 1. I just actually watched X-Men not too long ago. I watched that and it was like, whoa, man. I watched 2. Also, right after that, I watched 2, and then I stopped. Like, other than that, I could care less about anything that goes on. Anything Fox related to X-Men. I'm done with that. X-Men, Days of Future Past, Wolverine, Logan, the Logan I'll keep close to my heart, but anything else, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. Okay, Deadpool, yeah, but I'm done. Nothing like that. Have you fixed season 2? How would you have fixed season 2 Earth's Mightiest Heroes leading into the finale with the coming of Galactus? Simple. The first thing of seeing Silver Surfer, that's the first thing. Like, there had to have been build up to it. I hated. You could see by the end of season 2 they were rushed. They were rushed to fuck with that show. And the whole concept of them fighting Galactus and the Heralds, you had almost several of the Heralds except for the most famous, Silver Surfer. That pissed me off. But that should have been built up to Galactus, the coming of Galactus. You should have been seeing like worlds being devoured, like at the end credits or something like that, and you just seeing Galactus is coming to Earth. Maybe Silver Surfer goes out first to scout it, things like that. But nope. Will you be playing the upcoming Avengers game that's coming out this year? Yes, I will. And you will be seeing gameplay of it here on the main channel. On the main channel, I have a gaming channel and I have the main channel. The gaming channel, main channel, you see superhero video games that are based on comics or manga will be on this channel. I upload it here, while everything else is going on my main channel, TheMtVernonKid Gaming X. So that goes there, and I do video game trailer reactions over there. I keep it video game related, anything video game related on that channel. So yeah, that channel's still building, still rising, but yeah, I do it there. But you will be seeing it. Next up, Marion McDaniels. What is your reaction to Legion's sacrifice in Mass Effect 3? I wasn't shocked. I knew there were going to be some sacrifices, but to see Legion sacrifice himself made perfect sense for the creators, the Quarians that created the Geth, so I was fine with that. What do you think makes Thane from Mass Effect a great character in your opinion? Thane, he's different from other assassins. Listen, go talk to the man. Every time you go talk to him, when you're on a ship, after look at the fact that if he wasn't a good, he didn't want his son to go down the same road as he did. That was his loyalty mission, to stop his son from making a mistake. Just hearing him talk about religion, keeping the Drell religion alive, the way he talked about, well, Drell, we our ways, our old ways are being lost, and things like that. And I love the fact that Drell can remember everything. That's some kind of ability. Like they remember it in detail. It's not like they're guessing. They know everything about it. But he was such a good character, and to see him die by Kai Ling, it was pissed me on. I was like, this motherfucker better die, but Thane, he still held it down. Look at it. The man was dying of his Kepler disease, but he still was able to hold off a guy with a sword, no problem, until he got caught from behind. Fuck that. But he got what was coming to him. Good for him. And I love that when you're Shepard, and either if you're not Thane's love interest or anything like that, I love it. That was for Thane, you son of a bitch. I'm like, that's why Mass Effect is one of the greatest franchises ever. I'm saying that more about the original trilogy. I know people kind of piss off with the trilogy, especially the last one, and I can understand. I can tell you right now, guys, I have not even finished playing Andromeda. Every time I start it, I stop because I'm like, I just want the original cast back, or a continuing where the last one left off. And I don't see why you can't do that. But yeah, it is what it is. So thank you for those questions, Marion. Next up, Daniel Douglas, Daily Douglas. What's your favorite snake? Are we talking about the animal? Favorite snake? I don't really have a favorite snake. I mean, I respect the snake in general. I mean, Black Mamba, let's be honest, the deadliest snake in the world. That snake will bite you, and you there is no anti-venom for that. You get bit by that, you're dead. You're dead. I respect the power of the constrictors, like the boa constrictor, the anaconda. I know there's people out there that think the Titan conda is still alive. And who knows? There could be an anaconda huge in the far reaches of the Amazon. There are parts of the Amazon that still aren't charted. So, and all a snake needs to do is somewhere damp, and it can grow. So, even like the Egyptian asp, the death adder, pit vipers, I have respect for them. Don't like, in the rattler, of course. Like, there's not a lot of snakes that give you warning to back the hell up from me. Don't come any closer, or you're gonna get bit. Or I'm gonna dig in your ass. The rattler does that. He gives you a warning. Back up. Leave me alone. Snakes, and the other thing I respect about snakes is that they can live anywhere. They can live anywhere. They can live in the water. There's a water snake. They can live in sub-zero temperature. They can live. There are snakes that live in the Himalayas and the Antarctic or something like that. There's some that can live in the desert, like the Sidewinder that doesn't even, he goes sidewind. He's sideways. So, like, respect the snake. Like, you can be afraid of them, but also you gotta respect them. I do. I really don't have a favorite, but I love them. I have no real fear of them because I've been around snakes. I got no issues with them. That's probably coming from my mom, because my mom had snakes my mom had snakes, as pets and stuff. So, Daily Douglas asks, who is the most likely to show up in the MCU? Gladiator, Hyperion, Blue Marvel, or Reynolds? The Sentry. Honestly, all of them can. It's not. Likely they all will. even though I don't care for the Century. Blue Marvel definitely needs a story. I would definitely take him. And it could be a period piece. Gladiator for sure, because that's one thing about the X-Men that I want. I want them to be going out in space and their space adventures and the Shi'ar and everything, Imperial Guard and all that. Hyperion, they could do Squadron Supreme as something and things like that. So yeah, most likely all of them. You know, there's a plan for them. Yeah, that's cool. Asks me, your next question is, your fourth question is, would John Boyega make a good Kwame for Captain Planet? I guess. I mean, I wouldn't want Kwame to be older than he is. Kwame was a teenager, so you find somebody who's a teenager. John Boyega is far from a teenager. But if you're just saying voicing him, okay. I mean, LeVar Burton did a great job voicing him, so I can't see why Mr. Boyega can't either. So moving on, Marion McDaniels again comes with his next one. How different do you think the ending of Daredevil Season 3 would have been had Matt killed Fisk? A lot different. A lot different. And they could have had it where, okay, now that he's dead, there could have been, if it got continued, there would have been a rising of somebody else, a new crime boss or so. Yeah, it would have been different, but I'm glad he didn't. Next up, Solomon the Hooded. What's your all-time favorite Spidey costume outside the original? Jesus Christ. Future Foundation costume. I love that costume. That's probably my second favorite Spider-Man costume. Even before the black suit. Even before, the symbiote and all that. The Future Foundation costume was boss. Seeing Spider-Man in all white with streaks of black, the Spider Emblem being black, or they flipped it. It was beautiful. That was a beautiful costume. I love that. I want to cosplay it. I wanted to last year at New York Comic Con, but nobody was. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh jeez, I can't find it. And when I did find it, I was like, this take too long. I won't have it in time. What do you think of the last? What do I think of the last NXT takeover? I liked it. I enjoyed it. Keith Lee, that was a good match. Keith Lee is the man. Like, I'm glad people are seeing what this guy can do, because I've only heard Keith Lee by name and reputation throughout his work in the indies. I've never watched any of his indie stuff, but yeah, man, like, Keith Lee is the man. He's dope. That match with him and Dominic Dijakovic was great. Like I said before, the Finn match was good. The Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair match was good. The finish was a little but it was better than nothing. But yeah, man, it was good stuff. Next up, Ken. What's up, Chris? Have you played any of the Army of Two games? Of course I have. Ken, come on. Of course I have. I got the first one and the second one. Those are the only ones I care about. The other one is bullshit. The fact that you turned Salem to a villain, fuck that shit. Okay? If you were able to play any arcade game, what would it be? If you would be able to play any arcade game, what would it be? The original Ninja Turtles arcade game. There you go. Which I do have on my Xbox. In Mass Effect, if the option to romance Arya was possible for male Shepard or female, let's remember, sorry, do not. They can mate with any gender. Would you have done it? Maybe. I probably would. Maybe I would have probably had one of my Shepards, and I say that one of my Shepards because I've made over 30 Shepards and played all through. I'm crazy. B-Day next month. Any plans? Thanks for answering. Yeah, my birthday is next month. I'll be turning 38. Yeah, 30. Your boy, your Alpha's gonna be 38. Almost near 40. I can't believe it. Thank you. Great spirits above. Let me see another day every day. No plans yet. I don't know. Nothing yet. I would rather spend it with somebody special if I could. What are your thoughts on this is from Marion? What he's doing on Dan Didio being fired? I just talked about that. Solomon the Hooded. Thoughts on MJF on AEW? That little shit. It's been a long time. In my 20 plus years of being a wrestling fan and watching professional wrestling, that a wrestler who is a heel, who is actually legitimately being a heel, that gets legit booed, makes me want to punch him. I want to punch this little shit in his face. You know, it's not just the stuff what he did to Cody. No, it's just, I want to punch him like he has that smug, I'm better than you face. I just want to punch like, you motherfucker. And the fact of the matter is, he's a piece of work. And with his stupid theme, and Malcolm can back me up on this, sounds like it's something out of Bully, the video game Bully. Fuck him. Will Miser, Nemesis or Mr. X? Who's the scariest and worst to fight? Nemesis. Sure. I saw footage of Nemesis in the remake. Motherfucker can move extremely. It's almost like he's teleporting now. That's fucking terrifying. I saw that. I'm like, Jill was trying to run and he just zoom. He got zoom and he was there. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all doing, Capcom. Y'all really trying to make me piss on myself now. Okay, that's cool. Jigsaw puts Jason, Michael, and Freddy into a room to play one of his games. Who wins? I'll say Freddy. Thoughts on Rick Moranis finally coming back to act in the new Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and do you think he'll be in the new Ghostbusters? I'm happy for him. You know, there was a reason why he did what he did. You know, his wife had died and he wanted to be a father. I respect that. I've got nothing against that. Him coming back, great. You know, it's good to see Rick Moranis. I don't think he'll be able to in the new Ghostbusters. I don't think so, but who knows? They may add him somehow. NWO is some versus the OC for. I heard rumors about Undertaker versus AJ Styles, but based on last week's promo and the small between the, I'm leading towards instead of AJ. Yeah, it seems like they could be doing that. I really don't want it, but if anybody can work with Taker and you know AJ could do it. AJ's older too, but he's still the best at what he does. No intended for Wolverine, but he is the best at what he does. I really don't think Taker needs to be in the ring anymore, but that's just me. I know he's not gonna. He hates people that say that, but it's just my concern for him because I don't want to see him in a wheelchair or worse. But I still love the guy, matter of fact. And that is all the questions I have. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my answers. I will be back again next month with 2 more. Of course, check the posture. No, just check back later. That's what I meant to say. Not check the posture. Check back next month. First, we're gonna do the live first, and then we'll do another one of these again. I've decided to do it differently now. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming through as always. Thank you for continuing to support and liking my vids and commenting on my vids. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Your Alpha loves you so much. I appreciate everything. I'm so humbled by everything I have accomplished here. I'm still working on getting bigger and things like that. So a swig of tea for all of you. Thank you very much.